mom's ruler needs to fix by Opposite Vijay. What is air pollution? Air pollution is the combination of man-made plus natural substances in the air. Many people always refer to like air pollution as like all carbon emissions, but no, it can be natural as well. So air pollution is usually made out of nitrogen, sulfur oxide, and carbon monoxide. So where do these harmful substances come from? Harmful substances can come from cars, factories, mine, oil platforms, and the landfills where they burn the plastic and other substances. Why have we not stopped doing this? First of all, let me get this straight. In the 1920s, almost all families had cars that released a very uncomfortable amount of emissions, and since already everyone already had a car, they did not need to switch to an electric or hybrid car, which is much more environmentally friendly. And companies such as Tesla and Toyota have taken very large steps to creating cars that are much more environmentally friendly. How can we solve this problem? Since companies like Tesla and Toyota have taken a move forwards towards electric cars, we have an option to buy electric cars and save our environment. Basically, we can't reverse what happened, but we can prevent it from getting worse by taking a step forward towards environmentally friendly cars. Global warming. Our local glaciers are suiciding, and this is not funny. Glaciers are all around the world are falling apart into pieces due to the heating of the earth. This is called global warming. Global warming is the average temperature of the earth rising. And when I mean rising, I mean as in the average temperature in the world has never been hotter. Just take a look at this chart. As you can see, before 1998, everything else is all chill. And in 2016, it's basically Lil Pump and Gucci Gang. So why is this important? Listen up, boy. So this may not seem like a big deal, but there are 5.8 million square miles of glaciers in this world. And if you don't think that's much, well, let me just put it in perspective for you. Many famous cities and countries, including Japan, will be entirely submerged in water, and all of those innocent people will have to be stranded with no homes, and they have to live in the streets. So, reasons for why this was caused. One reason is called the greenhouse effect. So, let me just explain. This is a very bad animation, so please don't complain. Step 1, sunlight reaches the earth. The heat caused by the sun is trapped into the atmosphere, and basically most of the energy is reflected back into space thanks to our clouds, but the heat is still trapped in the earth, and yeah, that's what happens. So how do we contribute to this? There are three main things humans do that affects this. Carbon emissions from cars and factories and other stuff. This massively contributes to the increasing temperature of the earth. Methane also contributes to this, and methane is released when plastic is decomposed and when rice is cultivated. Most of you may not have known that. Okay. Deforestation. Look at this sad tree and learn this lesson. I think Gandhi said this. Illegal logging and cutting tree logs. Deforestation is cutting down trees, usually done in a concentrated area. In the past few years, people have been cutting down trees in the Amazon rainforest. This is a very big problem, and because trees are the only thing that gives humans and other animals the oxygen that they need by using the carbon dioxide as their food and releasing the oxygen that we breathe. So if we cut the trees down, then there won't be enough oxygen for the animals and humans in this world. Why is this such a huge problem? Deforestation can affect the animals living there as well as us. So animals like birds will have to be forced to move to another part, and yeah, that's about it. Also, cutting the trees down is also a way of desertification. The forested areas making it a desert with barely any life forms living there. Okay, Why is deforestation still continuing? Well, first of all, deforestation wasn't a mass epidemic in the Amazon rainforest when Michael Temer or when Dilma Rousseff were president. But when this dude became the president of Brazil, the amount of deforestation in the Amazon rainforest were like it basically tripled. Not only this, but there were 2,240,000 acres of land were burned down in the rainforest not only days ago. Right. All right. In other words, the current president of Brazil was just standing there and basically no action was taken to stop this from happening. Okay. How can my mom's ruler help solve this problem? I can borrow my mom's ruler and dig a hole in the grass and plant a tree to make up the trees that were murdered by humans. Also, recycling materials that are supposed to go in the recycling bin can also help the environment a lot. And we can reduce cutting down trees to make more paper or other materials. Eating vegetarian also helps save the animals whose environment was cut down. And notice how I said vegetarian instead of vegan. And also drink diet water. I guess that hugging a tree also gives you empathy to protest and encourage you to recycle, but whatever. Overfishing. How does this affect other animals? Since fish are in the bottom of the food chain, animals such as seals, seagulls, albatross, and other birds and sharks will have a large impact on their lives and they will not have enough food to live and many of their species will die and they will go endangered and many will go extinct. And fish can die too. Coral reefs. Before I get started, what are coral reefs? Basically, they're a marine invertebrate animal that extract calcium carbonate from the oceans, which forms its rigid, hard structure. Coral reefs are homes to millions of marine animals, which make up 25% of all animals that live in the ocean. When we try to catch fish with net, it sometimes could get trapped in the coral reefs, severely damaging it. When humans capture youngsters and small fish, it will not be easy for the fish to replenish the population, and when this happens, the coral reefs release a stress hormone similar to bleach which whitens out the reefs, killing it. Why have we not stopped? Illegal fisheries. That's basically what it is. How do we stop overfishing? Well, we need to do the only thing we need to do is buy fish which has the Marine Stewards Council logo. It looks like this. This means that the fish has been legally fished. This depromotes illegal fisheries, eventually taking them out of their business, which is extremely cool. Noise pollution in the water, and as you can see, there's an E